Hey, Soul Tribe, it's the Joy Healer, Kathy Weiss. I give people like you the tools they need to find deep fulfillment and lasting freedom at the level of your soul, which is joy. And I am here in my reading room on the Central Coast of California with your weekly energy reading for the week of July 5th through the 11th, 2020. Now, please know that if you were to stumble across this video and it isn't the week of July 5th, 2020, don't go running away. There is always like little hidden gems and nuggets and good stuff for any time you watch one of these energy readings. So hang out with me and let's find out what we've got going on. So, first of all, can we talk about the orange color? That is so definitely the color of the week. I was like, everything today: shirt, nails, some of my bracelets, and then over here I have orange calcite, and this is orange selenite. Now, the selenite is really fabulous for like absorbing. I almost feel like it's a magnet and it just draws and absorbs things and like negative energy or bad juju or whatever you like to call it, like just sucks it all up. So it's gonna store all of that type of stuff for us today. And the orange calcite, I just absolutely adore. Its properties and its energies are about helping us connect the light realm, the spiritual realm, the universal energy, however that conceptualizes for you. It helps us connect that with the physical realm. So we know that there is a lot going down in the physical realm right now, and we don't want that to disconnect us or break us off from what's going on in the energetic or the spiritual realm or the light realm. And it is wise to take pause and remember that the light realm, the universe, it's all pure positive love. And if we can remember to take pause from time to time and look at everything that seems insane, everything that seems crazy, everything that seems like, what is wrong with people or what's wrong with me or all that, can we take a moment and look at it from the eyes of Source? Can we look at it with love? Can we see where the love is being infused? And that can bring us some sense of inner peace and some sense of compassion and understanding and allowing all of this stuff to happen and unfold, knowing that it is for the highest good, even if at times it's uncomfortable. Let's do some energy healing, and it is all about orange energy healing today. So if you would like to receive, you can place your hands in an open, receptive position towards the video or the camera, on your lap, by your sides. And if you're not interested or you're just curious and you want to observe without receiving, for this type of energy healing, it's enough to just place your hands face down or soft, gentle fists. And that's enough for what I'm doing to kind of close you off to it. So it's absolutely your choice if you want to receive or not. But here we go. So when I tap in and I do this type of energy healing, it's always in the form of colored light. And first, I'm receiving divine white light down through the crown of my head so that it can be transmuted and transformed into what we need. And it is flowing out in that beautiful orange color of the selenite. Matter of fact, I'm going to reach over here and grab the selenite and bring it into the party. So it's definitely this lovely, warm, radiant orange that's coming through to you now. And it just feels like liquid warmth, honey oozing through the body, healing any worry or doubt or fear, and just sort of like softly, gently washing and erasing that away. And it's coming in with the word peace, love, calm, and reassurance. Know that you are supported, protected, and guided. Please listen to the words that come through in the channeled message today. They're going to be very helpful, healing, and soothing. Receive our love through the energy of the hands that let it flow. And we will be with you. This healing is complete. Ooh, that was good today, guys, wasn't it? Oh, I love doing those for you because it flows through me and I get the same goodness that you do. And it's just so like, good stuff today. Okay, energy for the week of July 5th through 11th. I see an image of like a paintbrush on like kind of like watercolors. Remember, clairvoyance means that I'm using my high sensitivity to feel the energy, transform it or transmute it or translate it into images. And I use those images to help us describe and understand the energy. So I see this paintbrush like washing across a page and sort of the colors like stretch out and start to fade. But then a new color is starting to kick in. And I get a sense that it's like the energy of last week, which was the rising frustration for some of us is going to pull into this week. Some of us already experienced it. Some of us are moving into that experience. And then the next phase of the energy is also going to be a blend. So some of us are going to start feeling the next energy this week. And for some of us, it's going to be next week. Okay. So know that these 3 weeks are sort of a fluid line depending on your micro. So I always feel like energy is macro, what's going on in the collective for all of us, and then micro, what's going on in our individual lives. So the collective energy is this fluid timeline. We're in the micro, the small bits. Some of us, it started last week and is flowing through to this week. And for some of us, it's starting this week and flowing into next week. So just keep that in mind. If some of what I'm talking about, you're like, nah, that hasn't happened to me, you're wrong. Like, just give it a week, okay? And we'll see what happens. But so we had the rising frustration, and there is going to be some type of eruption this week or next week, again, depending on your life and what's happening in the world. And when there is an eruption, there is then like a cloud of smoke and dust, and things get even less clear and more murky and more uncertain. And the guidance, I have a channeled message, I'll read it to you, but the gist of the guidance is to just wait and be still and let the dust and the smoke and all of the debris from the eruption settle back down into clarity so that then you can respond rather than react, repair any damage, and perhaps potentially see that there really wasn't as much damage as you thought, that it was more just a smoke bomb. It was more like an illusion, and that the things that you thought were destroyed are actually intact and whole and ready and waiting for you. So let me read the channeled message for you about that, and then we're going to have an oracle card. It says, wait for the smoke to settle and the dust to clear. You may be shell-shocked, but not all is destroyed. What may seem to be obliterated is merely obscured. Be still for now. Don't act until there is clarity. Relationships are not beyond repair. There will be some rebuilding and realigning. Fear not, this will click into place with ease. Rest assured in your patience, and patience is underlined, so rest assured in your patience, you will be rewarded. This message is complete. So the guidance this week, next week, depending again on where you're at, after there is some type of an eruption, explosion, kablam, just be patient. Let the dust settle. You don't have to act now. And as a matter of fact, acting now would not be your wisest course of action. And then right after I channeled that message, I got a message about which oracle deck to use. It says Sacred Rebels. For in a time when there is massive cry for instant and immediate action, Choosing to wait is the most sacred, courageous, and rebellious thing you can do. Can I say that again? In a time when there is a massive cry for immediate and instant action, choosing to wait is the most sacred, courageous, and rebellious thing that you can do. So, okay, my beautiful, sacred, rebel soul tribe who is going to courageously wait to take any action in what area of your life has erupted, or whether you are observing eruption in a larger, more global scale. I keep hearing the word economic. Maybe there's going to be some economic eruption as well. I'm not really sure. I wasn't tapping in specifically to that kind of energy, but here is our Sacred Rebel deck. I'm going to give it a nice shuffle. This card is like leaping out of the deck as I shuffle. So this is definitely the right card for us today. And it says, trust yourself. I love this beautiful card because she is just like so wild and so in tune with nature, her own inner nature, and that of the physical world. Remember, we're connecting the physical world this week with the spiritual realm. And you can see how connected she is to the physical world. And she's just able to like almost command it at her will because she trusts herself. When you trust yourself, guys, you are trusting also that which is greater than you, the higher source, the infinite power, that divine wisdom, because the very like core center essence of who you are is an expression of the universe flowing through you as you. And so when you trust yourself, you are trusting the impulses and the energy and the guidance and the wisdom that is flowing from that place of pure positive love. Oh, this week's reading is just like the friggin' bomb.com. I hope you guys are as stoked about it as I am this week. So juicy. Let's check out what it says in the guidebook just to ensure we do honor the author's intention with these oracle cards. This card brings the message that you are growing, and you really are. So don't doubt that. Even if you don't see it yet, remember that there is so much happening when the seed is still unbroken in the ground. Yeah, it's like, so you're being asked to trust in yourself, even if you think you don't know how to do it, or you don't know how to grow, or you don't know how to be patient and still and not take action in a world that is crying for immediate and instant action. Trust that you're doing a good job. And I love this, that you're doing a good job in the game of life. And I feel like the more you can observe that we're all just playing this silly game, and you kind of let yourself be a little bit more light and free around your choices and other people's choices and the way that the world is flowing right now, the more you're gonna like have just that sense of ease and connection to source. um Yeah, I think I was just kind of popping into the guidebook to see if there was anything else, but that what I hear is that the messages that you need for this week are complete. There are always new messages, there is always guidance, but one thing at a time, one step at a time, one turn of the page of life at a time. So we had definitely more than enough. And if you like little drips of wisdom and guidance and intuitive hits throughout the week, I'm dropping those over on TikTok right now, and that place is super fun. So please come find me on TikTok at The Joy Healer, and we can have some really fun, lighthearted conversations, and I get to drop more intuitive guidance along the way. So I love you guys. I appreciate you tuning in each week for your weekly energy reading, and I will be back next week for more goodness. Have a beautiful week. I love you. Namaste. Bye, guys.